Hello and welcome to the 17th episode of the Smacktalk show, where the hosts are just as flashy as the show itself. As always, I'm your co-host, Fabian Appel,
And as usual, I'm also here.
Bard
Bard.
Berisha.
Yeah, let's go.
Bard, how are you feeling today?
Well, you can probably hear it on my voice, but I'm really tired.
And how so?
It's just been such a boring day.
A boring day or a long week? Could be both.
Let's say both.
Let's say both. Yeah.
Both with a bit of sprinkle of lack of sleep.
Lack of
Let's
sleep.
just say
Well,
that, yeah.
you're in the IB program, so I guess that's just
Yeah,
a
but
thing.
extra much lack of sleep. That's what I mean.
And of course, I think some of you know, our beloved listeners, that we have so much to do at the moment.
So much.
I would just like to say, Bard,
Yeah.
congratulations on becoming elevkåren Katedralskolans new, member,
Chief of
staff, kind of.
Chief of staff. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
And in that case, I'm
And,
the CEO.
Congratulations to you too for becoming elevkårens katedralskolans talman, or in English as it would be president. Well, we
Well,
got
spokesperson, spokeman.
president. We got our own Trump. Let's go.
Well, I'm not
I'm
like
just- yeah,
Trump
no, I'm just
that
kidding.
much.
Yeah, the talman is like the president.
Yeah, it's like the president. It's just in the.
Yeah, it's just a different word for it.
You're all under my control,
Exactly. Okay,
which is good.
let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. So, what we would like to start with today is, of course, what happened this Wednesday, the 22nd of March.
Yeah.
A really, really terrifying and sad event.
Once again,
Once again,
the London attack.
the London attack. Where did this happen? In London.
Well, right outside the Parliament and on Westminster Bridge.
Yeah, and I know, I just remembered myself walking on that bridge for
Yeah, me
some
too.
couple of years ago. And I remember you showed me a picture of Westminster Bridge, and it's like I walked there some years ago. What
Me
if
too,
I
it's
walk
good.
there this Wednesday? You don't know. It's really terrifying.
Don't
And,
do sightseeing.
a bit of sightseeing. Yeah, it's
Don't do it.
don't.
And yourself.
No, but the thing about terrorist attacks is you should not let them control you. I think
Yeah.
we've spoken about this before. Terrorist attacks are there to scare you, they want to make you afraid, and so on. But
They live on
fear.
Fear, exactly.
Yeah, these terrorist groups. And I saw it on the news this morning that Daesh, not IS, Daesh, has taken responsibility for this attack. Of course, you could believe that if you want to. I'm not sure if I can believe that at the moment because almost every terrorist attack that occurs in the world, Daesh just say, "Yeah, we did it."
And other terrorist groups or cells, so to say, they also take credit for it. But
Yeah,
guess which one is the biggest and has most influence?
and of course, a lot of people and a lot of news and news magazines they want to make it about Daesh. They want-
Exactly.
because they know what sells, and if they have a headline like or the newspaper would have this headline like IS is behind a terrorist attack in London, people will just click.
Yeah, but
click.
let's not mention that those bastards' names, so to say.
No, like I've
I
heard,
couldn't hold it. I had to say it.
yeah,
Let's not
I-
mention them no
I
more.
just said what the newspapers would write
Yeah, because they're not worth it.
because that actually left a quite impact on me. Remember when the Försvarsmakten talked to us? I think
Yeah.
was it this Monday? I think it was.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you
I remember
were there.
last year's.
Anyway,
seminar, but-
they talked, and there was this very good woman who talked about what they do and how you should apply and all that. And she spoke very clearly about call them Daesh, not IS. Let's not recognize their Islamic State. And that just put a mark on me. It's like, yeah, I won't. Yeah. Anyway, about this attack, since we're shooting this on the Friday, the 24th,
so it's been 2 days.
it's been 2 days, and what about it?
it's too early to say anything about, so to
Yeah.
say, because we don't know what the final outcome will be.
Yeah.
And we don't want to miss any important facts. We just want to mention it to show our condolence if it means something.
We will probably cover this next week.
Maybe, yeah.
Because
if nothing else happens.
Yeah, because as Bart said, there's new information flowing in every minute. We don't know what's completely sure yet, so we'll just mention it and move on, because we will miss a lot of information otherwise. Yeah. But what other big news happened this week, Bart? Or will happen this week? Will happen today?
Will happen today. We're talking about Trumpland and the Trump healthcare bill.
Yes. So, of course, as you all know, we love to talk about Trump.
To bash on Trump.
We like it. We enjoy
That's
it.
the best thing of the week.
Well, we're not even trashing. We're just saying what he's doing,
Yeah.
and
we're not even too biased, so to say.
we're not even too biased.
We're bringing out the facts. We just need to bring out the facts
and other people's opinions.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that is enough to bash on him. That's just his facts bash on himself. I mean, come on.
So what we're going to cover today is, as they would like to call it, the American Healthcare Act, which is meant to replace President Obama's signature Obamacare law. The vote on Thursday, which is yesterday when we're shooting this, was delayed because of opposition from some Republicans. And let's not forget Republicans. That's his own party.
Yeah.
It was delayed by his own party members.
They don't like it. I mean, come on.
And that should be scary for his kind of government and he himself. And Trump reportedly told fellow Republicans that they had a choice to either vote for this bill on Friday, which is today, the 24th, or be stuck with Obamacare for good.
Yeah, and that's so much BS.
Yes.
I mean,
it's
okay,
completely BS.
Yeah, it is true, but how he says it, it's so much BS.
And the president, Donald Trump, he made this warning during a closed-door meeting at the White House, U.S. media reported. So that means...
I mean, he basically is forcing the Republicans to vote for him, even though they don't want to. Because it would be bad for their image, and they don't like neither Obamacare nor Trump, whatever it is.
The thing is, like, I've heard a bunch of theories why they don't like it, and some say that it's too similar to Obamacare, which we spoke about last week. But why some Republicans are against this, I can understand. Because when you look at some of the key elements of the bill, I can understand that they're against it because maybe they're human beings. And can't you just go through some of the key elements?
Yeah, of course. So, one of the key elements of this new bill is that it cuts the Medicaid program for low earners.
Yeah, so it basically means that I know you watched this video as well. It's about the losers and winners of the new Healthcare Act. And some of the losers are poor, ill, and elderly people.
I would say this is my opinion. The losers of this bill is everyone who earns less than probably $1 million a year.
I would not go against you. That's the thing. And it also provides tax credits to help people pay medical bills, but reduced compared to Obamacare.
And I like how they phrased it. It provides tax credits to help people pay medical bills, and then they have added but reduced compared to Obamacare.
So people will. We took this from a newspaper, of course, the BBC even.
Okay, BBC.
And they wrote this. It provides tax credits. Oh yeah, great. But people will only read that, and then they'll say, but they will miss that.
Yeah, because the rest is on the side.
Yeah. Another key element is that it ends penalties on those who do not buy health coverage. So, what that basically means is, I think...
We don't know for sure.
No, we don't know for sure, but that people who don't need health care will have to pay lower for it, but that does not help those who actually need it.
Yeah. And the next point is that it allows insurers to raise premiums for older people.
And that makes me very furious.
So mad. Because how do you think? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's
Seriously, and for the who don't understand it, Fabian, will you explain?
sure. Those who give people insurances, they can raise older people or elderly people that have some sort of backup because they're elderly and they
Yeah.
don't have the same amount of pay because they're on pension. Um, but they want to raise this level so people can make them pay more.
Yeah.
And of course, we are very spoiled.
Mm.
We live in Sweden. We have a great healthcare program. But this is not only BS, it is bullshit.
Yeah.
It is. No. Why?
Yeah, if you just think about old people and the need for health insurance, if we think as it of from the perspective of normal people,
Yep.
they are old, they need it to survive, or some need it, of course,
Yeah,
some
some
need more,
need it
some
to
need less,
survive.
of course, and it's just something to keep them alive. If you think of it from the insurers' point of view, old people are just a bigger risk of losing money
Yeah.
because old people tend to
Die.
not
Is
die.
that what you're
No,
thinking?
I was gonna say tend to have a bigger rate or a bigger chance of dying.
I know exactly where you're.
Yeah, I'm not saying
coming
that
from.
die,
I
but
know where you're coming from.
yeah,
Um,
they are scared of losing money. That's the point.
and also, as we were into earlier, older people they can have bigger problems on paying their debts and so
Yeah.
on because they don't have the same amount of money to go around because they live on pension, as I said.
Yeah, and raising the cost for their insurances just isn't good.
No.
It says itself. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And another key element, the last one we want to bring up, is that it blocks federal payments to women's healthcare provider Planned Parenthood for a year. And same as this point, I'm not as read up as I want to be,
No.
but I know for a fact that this is not good. Basically, they want to stop any kind of. I think Planned Parenthood has things to do with abortions and so on. Of course, people should be able to do whatever they want with their body, and if someone wants to have an abortion, let them. That's my honest opinion. That shouldn't even be a thing that we should bring up. In my opinion, that's just weird. But why we're actually covering this is because this bill has faced some troublesome issues.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, he needs a minimum of 216 Republicans to vote for the bill, but Republicans have delayed the vote, as we've spoken about earlier, and if only 22 out of those 216 join the Democrats, because the Democrats will be against this, the bill will fail.
Yeah.
And
Let's go for 23 then.
yeah,
Yeah.
but from where I'm standing right now and the information I've gathered so far, that just seems very likely that it will happen.
Let's hope for it.
Yeah, but and U.S. media tallies suggest between 28 to 35 Republicans are still opposed to the bill, which means that they have probably interviewed some people, done some polls, and so on. They think that 28 to 35 Republicans will still be opposed it today, which is Friday the 24th,
Yeah.
which is when the voting will be held. That means the bill will fail.
But polls are polls, and polls
Exactly.
have failed so many times, so we
Yeah.
never know. But one big and important thing with the American system is that even though if the bill would pass now,
Yep.
it doesn't mean that it's going to happen.
No.
We don't know, because even if the bill does pass, it could face a tougher passage in the Senate, where Republicans only have a 52 to 48 majority.
Exactly. So even if it wins in Congress,
There's a new obstacle in the Senate.
exactly, and the Republicans have the majority in the Congress, pretty good majority.
Yeah.
But they only have the majority of 4 people in the
Senate.
Senate, and that is troublesome for them. Because 52 to 48, there's only 100 people in the Senate. And it only takes two Republicans to go against this. And,
It will fail.
no, it will be a 50-50, which means that it will not pass.
Yeah, exactly. It fails. So.
That is troublesome for them. But I guess we're done, I think. Or do you have anything to add to
Nope.
this
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening. I know this episode was full of information.
Not the funniest, but
Not the funniest, but it's still very important to talk to you about.
that's life.
That's life. Life is not always funny. But even though that, we really hope that you enjoyed this episode.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching and have a good week.